The gruesome bard of Stratford-upon-Avon was birthed to the earth in April 1564. Over his execrable journey, Sir William Shakespeare composed 37 plays and countless other written works. When he purportedly passed at the relic old age of 52, he was considered by the more noble scribes of the day to be a second-rate author, a plagiarist, a hack. Perhaps there is another more frightening answer to the veracity of the old crow's work. Tonight, I challenge you to consider what is truth, what is life, and what is death, and even what is undeath. Did William Shakespeare somehow barter his inevitable soul for the ability to write, act, and produce more written works than any who came before him? Perhaps the reason he was so prolific an author was that he had been dead, or rather, undead, for centuries, and had been using his experiences gleaned over eons, madly wandering the earth, as fodder for stories that had enthralled and entertained audiences for nearly 5 centuries. Maybe so many of the upstart crow's works ring true to the human condition is because he had been pondered. His peers and their comportment as he wandered madly across the earth over eons, visiting civilizations who hosted his soulless personage. We may never know the truth of the soulless swan of Avon, or the verisimilitude of the undead for that matter. All we have are thousands of pages of his written works, the erudite fare of the undead. This evening, we will offer you an octet of experiences. As you hear the soulful and melodious words of our actors, your putrefied peers, think about their readings, which represent parts of works you may remember since childhood. These readings have been chosen because of their theme, their setting, their history, and our desire to tempt you to consider the undead and how they may have been conjured by the most famous begetter of all time. All the while, a ghoulish feast prepared for you by the gratefully undead Chef Eric and the dearly departed Chef Andrew and their fiendish crew of ghoulish culinarians. May you please enjoy the regalement of this evening's entertainment during this period of darkness. The putrid essence of our shared community and the uncomfortable comestibles you are about to experience. Enjoy the afterlife or the after death of this evening's fruition.
in baleful infection. Here never shines the sun. Here nothing but darkness breathes. Except the nightly owl or winged raven. And when the dead crawl from this abhorrent pit to hunt the living, as they do at this time of night, 1,000 fiends, 1,000 snarling demons, 10,000 thrashing claws, as many chomping jaws would make, such rueful and torturous sounds as any mortal body hearing it would straight fall mad or flee. No sooner had the ghouls begun their work when straight they launched at me. They hunted me here, unto this haven, unsure and doomed, and left me to this miserable death. And then they called me foul adulteress, lascivious goth, and all the bitterest terms that ever ear could suffer to such effect. And had you, not by unfortunate fate, come, vengeance on me could not be multiplied. Forgive me as I forfeit your precious lives, and be ye henceforth called the undead.
All the world's a stage. All the men and women merely players. There's your exits and entrances. And in time, one man plays many parts. These acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. And then whining a schoolboy with his satchel, with his shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lovebird, sighing like a furnace, with his woeful ballad, made to his mistress's eyebrow. Ah. And then a soldier, full of strange oaths, bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick to quarrel, seeking a bold reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, fair round the belly, good cape on line, eye severe, beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he too plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloons, spectacles on nose, pouch on side, his youthful hose, well say, a world too wide for his shrunk shank. His big manly voice turned into childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Last of all, second childishness, a mere oblivion, some teeth, sun eyes, some taste, sun everything, except the hunger, the hunger.
Thrice the brinded cat hath meowed.
Thrice and once the undead wine. Hark your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Toad under cold flesh stays the night that good one. Sweltered venom sleeping hot, boiled up first in the charmed pot.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble, brains of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, adder's foot and blind worm's sting, lizard legs and owl teeth, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell rock, boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, moth and gold. Of the raven, salt seed tart, root of hemlock, rotted in the dark, liver of blaspheme dew,
Gall of goat and slips of yew, decaying in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, fingers of birth strangled babe, ditch delivered by a grave, make the gruel thick and slap. Add thereto a tiger's charm for the ingredients of our cull. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble,
with a baboon's blood. Then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
No matter where, of comfort no man speaks. Let's talk of graves, of worms, of epitaphs. Make dust our paper and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of wills. And yet not so, for what can we bequeath save our deposed bodies to the ground? Our lands, our lives, our delicious brains, all belong to the government. And nothing can we call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth which serves as paste and cover to our bones, for God's sake, let's sit on the ground and tell sad stories of the death of kings. How some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by those they have deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed, all murdered, for within that hollow crown that rounds the mortal temples of a king keeps death his court, and there his antics sits, scoffing his state and grinning at his pomp, allowing him a breath, a little scene to monarch eyes, to be feared and killed with looks, infusing him with self and vain conceit, as if this flesh which walls about our lives were brass impregnable, and humored thus comes at the last, and with a little pin bores through those castle walls, and farewell, king! Cover your heads, and mock not flesh and blood, with solemn reverence. Throw away respect, tradition, form, and ceremonious duty, for you have but mistook me all this while. I live on brains, like you, feel want, taste grief, eat my friends, subjected thus. How can you say to me, I am a king?
I've been there before. Good luck, guys. Somebody's interrupted my squid.
Zombie or not zombie? To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep, no more. By a sleep, to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his courageous make with a bare bodkin. Would Fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pit and moment with disregard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call him back to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, brain! What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I then be married tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall forbid it. Lay down there. What if it be poison that the friar has suddenly ministered? Lest that I be dead and marriage he should be dishonored because he married me well? Oh, I fear it is. Yet he thinks it should not. He's still been trying a holy man. But how if, when I eat in the tomb, I wake before my Romeo come to redeem me? Oh, there's a fearsome thought. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, whose foul mouth no wholesome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of that place, as in a vault, some ancient receptacle, where for many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet the green and earth lies festering in his shroud? Where, as they say, at some hours in the night, spirits resort to eating brains. Alack, it is not like that I, so early waking, but with such loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrake torn from the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad? Or if I awake, shall I not then be distraught, and wearied with all these hideous fears, and madly play with all my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud? And in this rage, as with some great kingsman's bone, as with a club dash out my desperate brains! Look! Methought my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay! Tybalt, stay! Romeo, I come, as I eat for thee!
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest this be sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear. Thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. Oh, fates, come, come, cut, thread, and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell. Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou zombies frame? For zombies vile have here debrained my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest brain that lived, that laughed, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out, sword, and out, sword and wound! The pap of Pyramus, I that left pap. Left pap, where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon.
And I don't even know what I'm doing, so...
No wonder you guys get
You have heard the stories of the undead bard. You have meditated over the musings of the maniacal, sinister swan of Avon, that have withstood the test of time and the inquiry of death. We hope that you have savored your encounters this evening, and that you may ruminate on the gastronomical delights and the chilling chronicles you have experienced until the undead shall no longer roam the earth. As time passes and the horrors of the mundane undertakings of your ordinary lives belittle your souls, consider future participation in similar spectacles produced by the merry and sociable, the undead and anguished group known to our ghastly community as the Port City Players. Theater, pageantry, fanfare, and dead, as well as the curse of the living, awaits you in future presentations that require the furtherance of your aspirations for the enjoyment of our community and the distraction of their too. Before we bid adieu, final rendition from our first undead artisan.
Lurching lady, the epilogue. But it is no more unhandsome than to see the lady gray lord the prologue. That good wine needs no epilogue. Yet, to good wine, they do use good bush better with the help of a good epilogue. Well, what a case of hide-in. That am neither a good epilogue, nor can I insinuate with you on behalf of a good play. I am not furnished like a beggar. Therefore, to beg you breathers will not become me. My way is to conjure you, to infect you, and I'll begin with the wind. I charge you, oh women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, oh men, for the love you bear to women, which I perceive from your heavy breathing. None of you that between you and the women the play shall please. If I were a living woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that please me, rosy complexions that liked me, and brats, sweet brats, that I despise. And I am sure, as many of you as have good beards, or good faces, or sweet brains, will, for my kind offer,
when I may curtsy, bid me farewell.